In this tutorial, I'll show you how to use VLOOKUP, prefix, or the initials of name or initial of items, suffix or the last part of a name, and MID, which we can extract specific texts or specific word from a sentence or a row in a spreadsheet. Since I have a table, I don't need to create one. I've already created and I've already used some of the functions previously. For example, I used SUMIF, I used if functions, and let me zoom in. Okay, so these are the functions I used previously. The if function, and I used the SUMIF function here. So what I'm trying to do now is to use the VLOOKUP. So if I want to the VLOOKUP in this cell, I can select this cell and either use this cell to insert the function, or I can just go to the formula bar to get the VLOOKUP done. So first of all, I need to use the VLOOKUP, and it's a very easy and effective to use the formula rather than using the built-in function of VLOOKUP. I can simply follow the highlights, like lookup value. What do I need to look up for? For example, I'm looking for ID in a name of item in this table or in a list of data. So I want this cell to get the result. Also, I want either type the name of the table, this table, it automatically highlights, or I can also select the table this way. So this is the table. Simply it highlights the data within the table, and this is the table, and what column. Call index means that what columns I want to look for. So I'm looking for column. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. So I'm looking for column 2. So I can type column 2, comma, and I has to be either false or true. So firstly I want to show you what is the difference between false and true in this VLOOKUP. Firstly, I want to try using false, and then let's see the result. So now, since I don't have the data in here, so it means I have not typed any what I'm looking for. So it is giving me an A or an error. So let me trigger this one. Okay, now if I type in number 3, this is ID. I can call it ID, and this is the item name I'm looking for. So that's chips. If we look at the table, we have ID 3 is chips, or ID 6 is toner. This is ID. And if I type ID which is not which does not exist in this table, for example 11, it will give me an error. So we can change this error either using an IFERROR function, adding IFERROR to VLOOKUP, or we can use true. If we use true, it will give me a result which we are not really looking for. What it means, if we type ID 11, and this will extract or pop up the last row in the table. Even if it give you 50, it will just pop up with the last name. And this is the difference with the false and true. In the false, we would give out of range ID. You would just give us an error, an A. But with this one, give us the last name. So how we can change this one to a friendly message. For example, we can give a message: if this ID does not exist, give us a not found. So how we can do this one? Let's go back to the function. Let me zoom in. If error, and we can, very straightforward, easy, we can add not found. Whatever message you want to set not found. If we go back to the ID and we it did not work. Let me see if I have the if error parentheses. Right, I think we have this one. What is, oh yeah, because we have true, it has to be false in here. And now comma should work. So now if I type ID, if I type ID 33, which does not exist, it will give me a message not found. If I give ID 10, which exists, it will give me dessert, which is this one. And if you give 50, it will just give me not found, a message where we set up. And now go to the next function, which is prefix. Very simple and easy. We can just select the cell you want to extract the initials or the prefix of a name, a text, could be anything from the table or from the list, regardless of the table, whether there's a table or there's just a data unorganized table. I can simply use left function and I want to extract from the name, and I want how many characters I want to extract. I would say just 3 characters. So there you go. I've got 3 characters. Please, if I drag it down and just extract the initials, could be mystery, could be the initial, the titles for the name, could be anything. So that's the 3 characters from from the left. Or if we use suffix, again, is a very simple and straightforward function. We can use right formula to extract a name, and again it could be anything, but suffix, the last 3, 4, whatever characters you are looking for. So again, I would say I am looking for the this one. Okay, yeah. I'm looking for last, I would say in the name, I would just select the name. I'm looking last 1 character. So just simply type 1 and close the parentheses, and it will just pull out. I extract the last characters of the name. So and again, MID, I can simply use MID. Similar way. For example, I want to extract the cheese from the first row, or 4 from the middle of the text, and just simply use the MID formula, and I select this the text or the cell I want to extract from. I want to extract it from the description, and again where the word with the text I am extracting to start from. For example, it would start from 7, 8, 9, from this 10th or 11th number, and how many characters I want to extract. I want to extract 4 characters. Close parentheses. It will extract 4 characters. So that's extracting like cheese. I was actually looking for to extract 4, number 4, but it just extracted cheese. However, we can change that. To 4, and I have to count where the number 4, where the 4 first number is falling into. If I count it from the left, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, space 9, cheese is 6 characters, that's 15 comma 16. So if I give 16, should start from no, I think it's 15. No, not even 16. Not 16. Oh, God. Should be this one 16. It's not giving me correct reason. Oh, perhaps it's 17. Okay, you go. So the first one is, I was looking for 4 in the first row, and this is the result. So we successfully managed to execute these 4 functions in spreadsheet. VLOOKUP, I can copy this one, paste it here. Just wanted to show you MID 74. So that's I wanted to copy this formula down there so we can see it. Oh, it does not work. Cannot paste it. So anyway, and this is easy to see this one, and if I go over the VLOOKUP, I can see this one, error, F error, and thank you for watching.